Welcome back to my channel. So I want to start off by thanking each and every one of you for following me, supporting my channel. I'm at my 500 subscribers, and that's a pretty good milestone to reach 500 subscribers. I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel for so long, didn't never get it moving like I should have, but I am here and I'm hoping it continues to grow and you all continue to support me. I love each and every one of you that watches my channel, supports my channel, maybe share my channel, like my channel, comment on my channel. It's just, you know, amazing how it's slowly growing, and I'm hoping it just continues to progress. So I just want to thank you all personally for subscribing and supporting me, and I try to do the same. When someone subscribes to me, I subscribe back to them. So again, thank you, and thank you so much to 500 subscribers. So now to get started with this video. Today I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow look using the Revolution Forever Flawless Fire eyeshadow palette. I already primed my eyes. I primed my eyes today with my Bare Minerals concealer, and I topped it with the e.l.f. concealer. The e.l.f. concealer is in the shade Fair. Yeah, Fair. It's more brighter, whiter shade. And then I used the Bare Minerals in the shade, I don't know. I'm sorry. More neutral shade. I don't see the name of it. Name of the shade, rather. Anyway, we don't want to drag this out. So to get started, we are going to take the DH Cosmetics, this large fluffy brush. I don't see a shade I want to use in this top area, so I am going to take the, let's use the I don't know. Now you should have this together, Michelle, before you jump your behind on this thing. Okay, we're going to take the Juvia's Place medium bronzing palette with the 2 shades in it, and I'm going to take the lighter shade at the top, and we're just going to pack it on the brush and place it right in the area below the brow bone. And I've been liking doing this lately because to me it's been cutting out a lot of time, especially with the space I have on my lids. In this area I have more space up here that I can work with. So I've been trying to make sure my shades are transitioning really well without having to place it all over my lid, then come back and try to blend it out. So this has been working for me lately. So I'm going to take a little bit more and just continue to place it. And I did set the base with a setting powder. So we're going to continue to add a little bit more of this bronzing shade. And just make sure you pack it really good. But I start with the light packing until I get it to my liking. And when I'm not filming, I'm not congested with all this allergy stuff. I think it's just when I get on camera. You know, when you try to do something, everything acts up. So now I'm going to lightly blend this shade right below that area into the crease. So when I start applying my other shades, they'll blend seamless. Now I have to come back and try to marry those 2 shades together. And it already has somewhat of a transition in that area. So now I am going to take the Sephora's fluffy brush. I don't know what look I'm going to do today, but we're going to wing this thing. I want to take Red Hot, or should I? Oh, you know what? Let's take Power, the shade above the Red Hot. We're going to take Power on this fluffy brush, and we're going to blend it right in the outer V area, right up to the crease. Yeah, I like that. Let's put it down so I can blend it. And we're going to place a little bit more. And again, you want to blend it to your liking. I like to lightly place my shades on first. This is a nice, pretty shade. Take a little bit more. I want to place it right on the lid next to that outer V, so I can get a good little pigmentation in that area of the eye. And add a little bit more. And you don't have to set your lids if you don't want to. I just like to do it, especially going to work. That way I'm not blending as much, trying to get the shadows on my lids, because a lot of times if I don't set it in the morning, I'm sitting here much longer than I expected, trying to get ready for work. So I'm going to add a little bit more. And then just make sure it's blended directly in the crease area. And this is a nice little fluffy brush. It's really, really soft. It's not too hard and harsh. So it makes blending really easy because it's not placing a whole lot of shadow on the brush. So I'm just going to continue to blend in circular motions and back and forth windshield wiper motions. And you can see when I put that bronzer shade on the top portion of my eye under my brow bone, it's making these shades blend like together really, really easy for me. And I don't have to go back and, like I said, try to place it over the lid shade and the crease shade to make them transition. So I'm loving how this has been performing for me, this technique to get my eyeshadows to work and to blend easier for me. Like I said, especially when I'm going back to work, when I'm having to go to work without having to sit here all day. So I'm going to take a little bit more of power, place it right back in that outer V, because I want to deepen up just a little bit more with this shade. And add a little bit more to the other eye. And just keep blending. And I'm blending up above the crease. So now we're going to go back in with the BH brush and just make sure it's still blended together. And I didn't add any more bronzer to this brush. And just make sure it's blended really, really good. So now we're going to go in with, let's do the Real Techniques, this little flat shader brush. Really? I'm not bending down to get that brush. So we're just going to go in with another brush. Let's use the Profusion. It doesn't have any, it's just this little green. I think it came with, I'm not sure. I don't know, but this little pencil fluffy type brush, and we are going to take the shade. I don't want to mess it up. I want to kind of keep it on the simple side so we can get out the door, because I'm always sitting here playing like I don't have nothing to do, like nothing to do when I do. Let's do the black, and it's the first shade in the palette. And I'm going to take it on the tip of the brush. The side tip of the brush. Let's hope this works like it's supposed to work. And not overdo it. But we're going to blend it right in the outer V. I'm not going to go all the way up past my crease. Just right in the area. Just to give it a little more depth to this eyeshadow look. And the same thing for the other eye. Because I don't want it too deep. I just want it just a little depth to it, but not like a really black. I'm just going to continue to blend. And again, I like using fluffier brushes again in the mornings because it's easier for me, like I said, to blend. Yeah, I go with this mess to blend my shadows without a whole lot of pigment just placed on my eyes. So that works for me. Let me know if that works for you. What's your favorite brushes to use, like for your go-to quick eyeshadow looks, where you don't have to take a whole lot of time and effort to blend out these shadows. Okay, so I think we have that to my liking. Now I'm going to go back in with the Sephora brush with a little bit more power and make sure it's right above that shade, and it doesn't get lost in the with the transitioning and blending of those two shadows. Take a little bit more for the other eye, and I'm concentrating most of it right above the black shade, but then we're blending the rest of it towards the inner corner of the crease area. And then you want to make sure you just continue to blend in circular motions and then in your windshield wiper motions, back and forth. And you can see those shades are blending like really well together. Really well together. So I'm going to go back in with this little profusion brush and just make sure I did not add any more shadow. Just make sure everything is still blended, going towards the center of the lid with the black shade. So now we're going to go in with the Too Faced glitter glue. I like that. Pretty. And I'm almost out of this stuff. I meant I was going to use all of this glitter glue. Then we're going to do my fave on my ring finger and place it right there on the center, going towards the inner corner. And I place a little bit like right in my crease area too, because I like shimmers to go up in my crease area. I think it's so pretty to me. Make sure it is placed and pressed seamless on your lid. So now we're going to go in with, I really need that little brush that I dropped. I don't want to bend down because then I have to stop the camera and come back, and I don't want to do that today. So I'm going to take this little Anastasia little double-ended brush that normally comes in their eyeshadow palettes, and we are going to use, I don't know, let's do, I think this will be a pretty color. Let's use Wildfire, and it's the last shimmer shade on the first row. I'm just going to pack it on the brush, and we're going to place it starting with the center of the lid and going up and across where we place the glitter glue. You're just going to keep packing it on your brush. And I like using these kind of brushes, especially when you want to control how much you place and where you place the shimmers or glitters or whatever type of shade you're trying to put in that area of the eye. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. And I like to place most of it right in the center of my eyelid, and then kind of like start packing and placing it around the areas where I don't want too much of the shade to the point where you lose control of it, and go upwards towards the crease area. And I'm going to go over the black a little bit closer to the outer V. This is coming together so pretty. I like it. Alright, Revolution. Place a little bit more. And a little bit more on the other eye. Right in that crease area. So now I'm going to take this little Sigma blending brush, and it's the E36, and we're going to take the same shade on the tip of the brush, and we're going to make sure it's blended right in the crease area. That's pretty. Take a little bit more for the other eye and just blend it. And then those edges. So now I'm going to go back in with the Profusion brush. I'm going to apply just a little bit more black and place it right directly in that outer V and blend it in with this shimmer shade. And you want to flick those edges with the tip of the brush and blend the outer edges of that shadow. Same thing for the other eye. You want to blend directly in the outer V, and then once you blend it, you want to flick the black with the shimmer, and then make sure you blend again the outer portion of the eye. So I think that looks pretty darn good. So now I'm going to go back in with this Sigma brush just to make sure my shimmers are blended like I like it, and transitioning with this outer V shade, the black shade. So now I'm going to go back in with the Sephora brush. I did not add any more shadow, just to make sure the crease shade is still seeping up under this glitter shade. And the last step is to take this BH brush, make sure the bronzer shade is still there as well. So now I'm going to take my makeup wipe with a little of my micellar water. We're going to clean this baby up. I really like this. It's pretty. And we are going to clean up under the eye area. And around my brows. And I do this every time I'm getting ready to do my base and my foundations and stuff. You know, because blending and placing concealer and all this stuff, it can be everywhere. Like everywhere. Okay, so this is the final eye look. And I love how this turned out. I love how everything blended well together. I really do like this. I'm going to take this, I'm going to clean off of this little pencil brush with my little makeup round. Yeah, and just blend a little bit more. Since I cleaned it up, you can kind of see what you need to blend if you want to blend any more after you wipe the excess shadow off of your face. That is pretty. I like it. So I'm going to do my norm, jump off camera, do the rest of my face. And I will be back to show you guys my final look. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back. This is the final look. And I love how the eye look turned out using the Revolution Forever Flawless eyeshadow palette. Now to finish my eye look, I did not apply anything else to my lids, which is the norm for me once I get through filming the eye look. But for my lower lash line, I applied a little bit of the shade Firelight, and I applied that shade right in the crease area and put a little bit towards the center of the lower lash line. And for the outer portion of the lash line, I used the shade Extinguish, which is this bronzy gold looking shade, this shimmer shade, and I used that shade right from the outer V to the center of the lower lash line. But I do love how this eye look came together. So to finish the rest of my face, I mixed my Becca foundation in Bamboo, my L'Oreal Infallible Pro in the shade 470, and I added a little bit of my Milani in the shade Ivory to lighten it up just a little bit, because I feel like it was a little deeper than normal when I used the other two and wanted to lighten up just a little bit. So to finish the rest of my face, I used my lashes from BH Cosmetics. I actually bought these from TJ Maxx for $2. I don't know what happened with BH Cosmetics, but I heard they went bankrupt. But they had some amazing products. I wish they wouldn't have gone that way. But these are some nice lashes. I didn't want a real dramatic flutter lash this morning, so I used more of this flat, I don't know what style this is, but it's more flat with a length to it. You can see it. But I think the lash looks good with the eye look, especially I didn't want it too dramatic. For my bronzer today, I used my Cheerleaders Mini Bronze Squad by Benefit, and I used the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight, and then I topped the bronzer. I mixed all three of these bronzers together, the Benefit bronzer and my Juvia's Place bronzer. Like I said, for my highlight and blush, I only used the two in the Benefit Cosmetics palette. That pretty much, no, I'm sorry, I was going to say finish my look, but it does. But for my lips today, I used the Juvia's Place lip liner in the shade Love Me. And it's like this mauve shade liner. And I topped my lips with my Profusion Mean Girls gloss. I like this gloss. I've used it for a couple of days now. And it's really soft and shiny. It's not one of those greasy in my opinion. I like it. So I topped it with this. So that completes the final look for today, using again the Revolution Forever Flawless Fire eyeshadow palette. If you have this palette or any of these 10 palettes, let me know your thoughts on them. I really like this, the palettes in this style. I need to pull more out of my stash. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I really do love this look, how it turned out today. So if you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel and become part of my YouTube family. And again, I want to thank you all for the 500 subscribers. Like I said, it's a milestone. I'm excited about it. I'm glad you all are supporting me. I'm supporting you. I'm glad you enjoy my content, and I'll continue to put as much out as I can. But if you have not done so already, again, comment, like, and subscribe to your girl's channel and become a part of my YouTube family here. And I'll see you guys in my next video.